You are the only participant in the conference.
Good morning, this is Lincoln Housing Authority.
Hello, good morning. This is Sarita Gibbons and Mr. Michael Means. How are you today?
We're cold. How are you all?
Cold? Must be 70 degrees there, huh?
I wish.
What's the temperature today?
I think right now it's like in the 30s.
Oh, wow. I'm
But no snow.
I'm so sorry.
But yeah,
I know when it gets that cold, you Floridians do not know what to do with yourselves.
definitely.
Yeah.
But hey, it's even warm up tomorrow, so we'll be good.
Okay. Well, that's
I,
good.
yeah.
That's good. All right.
How are you all?
Actually
And
not
thank
too
you all
bad.
so much. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh no, you go ahead.
Yeah. Earl Haynes and Cynthia's on shore here with me on this Stevenson. And just want to thank both of you for the work that y'all did on getting the nuclear grant application in.
Yes.
Appreciate you all so much.
Thank you, thank you. And it all starts with you, really, because if you don't, entrust us to do our job, then nothing gets done. So we always just appreciate you hiring us and giving us the opportunity to serve you. So we always try to do our best to just serve you as best as we can, as best as we can. So
Appreciate it, man.
today, my plan for you.
Valerie turned to join. I'm sorry, Valerie turned to join. I was waiting for a break to let you know I was on the call.
Oh, hi there. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so today my plan for you is for us to have our kickoff meeting for the Homeless Veteran Reintegration Program Grant, the HVRP. And I'm going to do a brief overview for you, and then I'm going to go into what is needed for the application package. And we'll talk back and forth, have the meeting be more like a conversational style, and then we'll get started. So, I'll just go ahead and take a roll call. So, who do we have on the line or in the office with you?
I mailed it Monday. Friday. Dave.
Oh, you mailed it
I
Friday,
mailed it Friday.
and you'll
Yeah.
send me a copy. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Th- Thank you. That's great news.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right.
Well,
So,
thank Lord, you just found my invoice.
can you hear me? Okay.
You can.
Okay. All right. Good.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. Oh, okay.
So,
Stevenson has returned.
Mr. Stevenson returned. Okay. Great. Earlier, I sent you a copy of the grant application checklist. Do you have a copy of the application checklist? So, like I stated before, the purpose of this meeting is for us to have the kickoff for the Homeless Veteran Reintegration Program. This is the kickoff meeting. Today, we're going to review the application checklist together, where we're going to discuss the items for the application package, I'll do a brief overview for the grant for you first. So the purpose of this grant is to serve homeless veterans in your area, to provide them with employment assistance. So employment assistance takes various shapes and forms, but really what you do, you assist them to get work ready. So it's either to help them to build their resumes, help them to locate employment, connecting them with your local job center, um, even having them recertified in a new career field, getting them into paid apprenticeship programs. So basically connecting them so that they can get employed and stay employed. You will also provide them with supportive services. Housing is a primary supportive service, because housing is the platform that you use to springboard into other supportive services like mental assistance, substance abuse assistance, judicial assistance, childcare, transportation, all those things. So that is basically the gist of the homeless veteran reintegration program. You assist homeless veterans or veterans that are at risk for homelessness, and you help them to get work ready and also to gain and maintain employment. So can you tell me a little bit about what your vision is for this program?
Okay, this is Carlos. How are you?
Hi there, Carlos. I'm fine. How are you?
A little bit cold, but great.
Long time. I haven't spoken to you in a while.
Yeah. Hey, so we have about 60 homeless vouchers, and also we have a voucher program. And in some of our public housing properties and tax-free properties, we have a lot of veterans.
Okay.
So my goal is to not only assist them with housing, but also allow them to, or give them training so they can secure, better jobs and better opportunities,
Mm-hmm.
so they can continue, growing, and also so their life gets, a shot basically, so they can get better and, get a, better outcome for their families and so forth.
Okay. Actually, that's perfect, because this grant asks you, it will ask if you interact or you provide services for veterans or homeless veterans already. So based on the fact that you have the VOSH voucher and you have other programs that assist these veterans, that is great. How many VOSH vouchers do you have?
60.
Oh,
But then we got a new assignment for next month, so it's gonna be 70. And then we
okay.
have 60 homeless vouchers.
And then you have 60 what vouchers?
Homeless, the emergency housing vouchers
Okay, and then you have
that
60.
are earmarked for homeless and domestic violence.
Okay.
Local provider, like a local homeless coalition.
Yes, our TLC is the Homeless Coalition of Polk County. And
Okay.
also we have an agreement with Veterans Affairs.
Okay.
TLC continues care.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Do you have any other programs that you assist homeless veterans or veterans
Well,
in general?
right now we're like on a planning stages to maybe work with another agency which is called FACE. That's Ryan, Ryan, the one that we visited.
Oh, the gospel aid.
Oh, yeah. So basically their goal.
Yeah, they're gonna create a Michael Thompson is at, Williamstown, there's 48 units, and whatever the purpose of veterans. Probably just about, ask him how many veterans are housing, we do have some veterans that are there. And then there's a, veteran agency that has, that does donations for like food and the like, for the, veterans that live on the site. Because, when we opened the property about 2 years ago, they, furnished, food for all, fill up everyone's pantry. As the, for the year.
You have 7 veterans living there, just Valerie. I pulled that down
You have 7 veterans living there?
at Williamstown, yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm taking notes as you speak. So I heard you said that for public housing, you have a preference for veterans. What about for your
Public housing
and Section 8? Okay, I was going to say, what about Section 8? Okay, Section 8 as well. Perfect. All right. All right, that's great insight. Thank you. All right, so
And then we have an agreement with career for
which is our, local, career source hope. It's the local, workforce board
uh-huh.
for Polk County, we have an agreement with them.
Okay, that's really good. Do you think it's possible for us to get a letter of support from them for this grant
Oh,
application?
yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
all right. So that's really good news because actually they're the only ones Department of Labor wants a letter of support from for this grant application. So that's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect. All right, so line item 6, the period of performance is 3 years, and Department of Labor says that the anticipated start date is July of this year, and the end date is June 30th, 2025. So it's 3 years.
That's perfect.
Yeah. The grant award amount is 500,000 per year, so that's $500,000. And because it's 3 years, it's 1.5 million. However, the application that we submit, we only submit a budget for the first year. So in our grant application, we'll have a budget for $500,000, not for the full 1.5 million. I don't know why they want it like that, but just so you know, the budget will be for $500,000.
We'll take it.
For sure. Line item 8, ineligible applicants, they will not award a grant to eligible entity that's serving the same area. So you have to be serving a different area. And they will not accept multiple grant applications for the same service delivery area. That's basically the same thing.
So some agencies, unless one, you have to get out there first.
Repeat what you just said?
If another agency submits a grant application for this, you have to get out there first.
So,
There's, multiple applications from a particular applicant.
so,
That's what it says. Okay, move on.
so, in your area, in Florida, there are 3 agencies that are operating this grant, not for your county, but for other counties. So that is really good. We will submit the grant application for Polk County. However, we don't know at this point if there is another agency creating an application for Polk County as well. However, if that is the case and Department of Labor receives 2 or more applications, eligible applications for Polk County in this round, they will fund the one that scores the highest. But unless a little birdie tells you that someone else is applying for Polk County, we actually don't know if anyone else in the area is applying for Polk. Okay, but no one has been serving Polk County to date.
That's a wonderful explanation. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right, the cost sharing and matching, so there's no cost share for this. That's really good, really, really, really good. So we don't have to submit any match, there's no cost sharing. Line item 10, the service delivery area. So they define a service delivery area as a county, a parish, a city, an independent city, or a Native American tribal area. So for us, we'll be serving Polk County. We have zip codes 33801 through to 33815. So that's what we will include in our application. The number of allowed grant applications, DOL will actually allow you to submit and get funded for multiple applications if you score high enough, but you have to propose to serve different areas. So for you, that would mean you could submit an application saying that you're going to serve Polk County and submit another application serving a different county. Or submit one application serving multiple counties. So with that being the case, can you tell me what your service delivery area will be?
Polk County.
Okay. Nice. All right, line item 12, I have listed for you here all the eligible applicant types that Department of Labor will accept for this program. Number 12 is public housing authorities, but can you tell me what applicant type you would like to go in as?
Engineering.
Okay, perfect. Line item 13 talks about the population categories. So they have 3 population categories here. Category 1 is to serve homeless veteran, no matter what type of homeless veteran they are. Category 2 is to serve female veterans with children. And category 3 is to serve incarcerated veterans or veterans coming out of incarceration. Can you tell me what category you would like to apply under?
1.
All right. I think that's the best choice because they do say that they propose to fund at least 1 in category 2 and 1 in category 3, and that's really limiting. So I think category 1 is the best. Line item 14 talks about eligible participants. So as you know, eligible participants are homeless veterans. But homeless veterans take various shape, or I should also include veterans at risk for homelessness as well. So it could be that they're currently homeless, that they're rooming with someone but they have no fixed address, that they're in a shelter, that they're at risk, meaning that they're in jeopardy of losing their house or their apartment, that they're in an institution, whether it be a mental institution or a judicial institution, and they're coming out within the next 90 days and they're at risk for homelessness. So they could be in various stages, or they're in some sort of veteran program like the HUD-VOSH or the supportive services for veteran families. So those are the eligible participants that you will serve with this grant funding in your area. Okay, are there any questions about the eligible participants?
No, because they actually match the batch program requirements and also the homeless vouchers that we have.
Okay, perfect. All right, so eligible activities, what you're going to assist them with will be case management, job placement, job training, job development, career counseling, resume writing, and also supportive services. So you will provide these services either directly through the housing authority, or you can have them referred out to community partners so that they can get the services. So some examples
Yeah,
of,
oh, I'm sorry.
oh no, go ahead.
Yeah, we would probably do both of like, 1 through 6 we do in-house, and then the number 7 we partner with some, outside entities, like
Oh,
Rizzo's Post.
okay, all right. So some examples of job training would be on-the-job training, apprenticeship, customized job training based on what the veteran would like to do. You would help them to upgrade or retain um, their skill sets. You can also do other work-based learning opportunities. So those are some of the job training that you can do. All right. Line item 16 talks about the cost per participant enrolled. So not HUD, Department of Labor gave us an average of $2,904 to serve any one participant. However, they say that you can do less or more. So it's up to you what you would like to do. I'm going to give you a proposed budget, but you can tweak the budget in any direction you want, okay?
Okay, thank you.
So the eligible grant expenses, personnel, you can pay for staff salaries, fringe benefits, of course, training, equipment costs, supplies, contractual, where you pay your community partners for any services that they provide to the participants if they do not want to do it for free, other direct expenses, and indirect costs. So those are our eligible grant expenses. All right. So that's my overview for you. Are there any questions before I move on to what we will need for the grant application package?
I thought you been very thorough, thank you.
Okay.
Also, if I had that one.
Since we don't, since matches are required for this grant, are there any required support letters or letters of commitment that need to accompany the application?
Yes.
Besides career source post.
No. So Career Source Polk is the only partner that they want us to partner with. I mean, I was shocked at that, but because that's very rare, but yes. Yeah, no match is needed, no cost share needed, no leverage needed, and only one community partner needed.
That works for us.
Yes, that works for me too. Cynthia Shaw, do you have any questions for me?
No, you've been very thorough, thank you.
Okay, all right. All right, so line item 19, I ask here if you're registered in grants.gov. I do know that you are. I know that we will request the AOR status to submit the grant on your behalf, so we will do that.
We gave, what is his name, Mike, Jamin,
Mhm.
access to prepare and submit the application, so
You just still have what you need.
Okay, all right, so we still have the AOR status, all right. Line item 20, you are registered on SAMS. I do know that. Just make sure that you're current. And line item 21, I do know that you have your DUNS number. Okay, line item 22, I ask here if you operate or participate in any of these programs, but we did talk earlier about the programs that you have. You have the VOSH vouchers and you have the emergency vouchers. You do prioritize veterans for Section 8 and public housing. So we did talk a little bit about that earlier. Line item 23, the SF 424, we will complete that for you. Line item 24, the SF 424A, the project budget, we will complete that. Line item 25, the budget narrative, we will complete that. Line item 26, the project narrative, we will complete that as well. Line item 27, the abstract, we will complete that. Line item 28, the letter for career source poll, we will complete that. I will email it to you. If you can ask your point of contact, if they can put it on their letterhead and sign it, that would be great.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Line item 29, attachment B, we will complete that. This grant does ask you to commit to a certain amount of planned goals, so we will commit to doing their goals.
Sounds good.
All right. Line item 30, they do want the same past performance chart similar to what we needed to do for Youth Build. So they say that if you've completed a similar grant within the last 3 years to this grant, then they want you to talk about what your metrics were for 1 through 7. So we could do it for the Ross grant, or we could do it for the Youth Build grant. I'm going to email you the chart. Do you know what grant you're more comfortable with doing it for?
Yeah, the Youth Build would be more appropriate.
Okay,
Yeah, we have more information for that.
all right.
Got 10 years of information for you.
Okay, all right, Youth Build will be best. Line item 31 is the indirect cost rate agreement. This is only relevant if you actually have an indirect cost rate agreement and your rate is more than 10%, because every grant already gives you a statutory 10% that you can obligate to the program. So my first question to you is, do you have an indirect cost rate agreement?
No.
No.
All right, not applicable. Then we'll just budget for the statutory 10%.
Yeah, the 10%.
All right, so I'm at the end of my checklist here. So I am going to send you, I only need to send you 2 documents as of now, which is the period of performance chart and also the support letter for the Workforce Investment Board. So I will send that to you tomorrow. Is
Okay.
tomorrow the 1st of February? I think it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. February 1st, 2022. All right, then my question to you is, do you know what date would be a good date for you to return those 2 documents to me?
I'll say we start virtual within a week.
A week? Okay.
That's later.
All right,
Sooner?
February 8th?
Yeah, do you need them sooner than that? Hello?
Do you think February 8th will work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Earlier?
No pressure. I don't want to stress you, so February 8th will be just fine.
Yeah, it's only one letter, so
Yeah,
So that's better.
yeah. All right. Once I get the letter and the chart back February 8th, then my commitment to you is to have your draft application package for you to review February 15th. Okay?
Sounds good.
Yes. The due date is the 23rd, so that will give us enough time to make any edits and corrections that you see in the draft application. And that will give us a solid week to massage it, to get it to the final state, and then you'll approve us to submit.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan? All right. Okay, 9:34. I didn't keep you guys too long. Do you have any questions for me before I go?
I did not. You've been very thorough as always.
Okay.
Good. That's your work.
Thank you so very much. All right, please be on the lookout for my email tomorrow. And actually, if you have any questions before then, or even then, or after then, you can give me a call back or send me an email, and I'll be sure to answer it to the best of my abilities.
Thank you so much. I'll be with you next time.
Okay, you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk soon. Bye now. Ooh.